So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it. This is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he's chosen to go back. And it's Dahl. That's destined for the flank. Lovely bit of skill. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Tonali. And it's Messi. And Dani Olmo. And it's lofted through here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Aimed beyond the defence. And a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Goes looking wide. McAllister. That has been slung wide. The less said about that pass, the better. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barrero. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's all alone. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And that for him is goal number 10. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Real chance! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Borussia Dortmund have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Tonali. Dani Olmo. Hazard. Looking to play him in. Plays it. Tries a shot! And it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Borussia Dortmund, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Cross needs to be good. Barrero. Benfica couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's got away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Dahl has it out wide and in space. Dahl's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Shevchenko. Messi! Always going over the top.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
Barrero. He shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Flings in across. Tries to get it clear. That is ended up in no man's land. McAllister. Dani Olmo. And Shevchenko! And that is great goalkeeping.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Great defending, strong and determined. It's a searching pass. This looks promising. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Aim forwards. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. And it's Dahl. Dahl's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Shapes to shoot! Keeper's got his work done. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done.
And a chance! Now, how often do you see that? Great vision. He's being urged to... Dani Olmo! Oh, brilliant save. Araujo getting this one clear. And the referee brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Driving through the middle. Can he finish? Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Barcelona are looking to go forward now. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Martin. Gavi is onto it in a flash. Can he get onto this? Gavi. Fermin is onto this. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And he's heaved it away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is not finding anyone. And it's Grimaldo. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Hakimi. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a searching pass. And here comes the corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to...
Shot, surely! Shevchenko is flagged offside. Martin. Pedri. It's Gavi. Threads one in. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kubasi. And it's McAllister. Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Tries to play it through. That's put paid to the danger. Out of play for a throw. Now here's the delivery. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Pedri. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Shevchenko. Spread it left. Yamal. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
It is a corner. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
McAllister has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space.
Borussia Dortmund really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Time and again they are repelled.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
5 minutes to add. And he's lost his man here. That's a pretty loose pass. Araujo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rafinha. No, he's had it taken off him. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Borussia Dortmund definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. And the shot! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element...
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
McAllister actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, super ball! And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to...
And a chance! And a neat finish! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing.
Decent chance! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Some front-footed pressing going on
Oh,
here.
great feat, that.
Aimed beyond the defence. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. McAllister. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Tries a shot! And he's spooned it over the bar.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And here's Messi. Great ball. Shoots! And he's stuck it away. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that's well seen too. Traore. Abdelli. Guiri. Tonali. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And Shevchenko! Loose ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for?
He's had a shot! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have...
Great chance! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Paixão. Now it's Aubameyang. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Some good work on the right flank here. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. they're demoralised. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up.
Shevchenko, big chance! Oh, good finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure.
And the shot! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tonali.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, it's shot a goal! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got 4. That's it. Shot, surely! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been...
Chance for a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well done.
And the shot! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Oh, he's on his own! Can he finish? And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely spread. Messi. Dani Olmo. Rooney claims comfortably. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Borussia Dortmund can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone... Dani Olmo! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And that's got him off to a flyer.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Borussia Dortmund make the perfect start. They are already ahead. That's a throw. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against... Oh, good climb! Borussia Dortmund already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close. And Berbatov! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Berbatov deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Hakimi plays it long. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes looking wide. That is ended up in no man's land. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Kubasi. Oh, that's... And Berbatov! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the pass is intercepted. Borussia Dortmund have scored 2 quick goals here. Vardiol. It's Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a good-looking delivery. Tries a shot! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Borussia Dortmund enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Towering header! And he's missed it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No way through there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Off the post! Now, what about a counter-attack? Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Decent chance! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Berbatov. That ball looks a good one. He's beaten the last man. Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. There's the shot! And he hits the net. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cross needs impressive jump. And it's headed over.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well, that has not gone well. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Tonali. Oh, some astute defending there. Defrel. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the far... Oh, good effort! Decent chance. That is a fine delivery. And he was quick to react. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Berbatov reflects. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Van Dijk. Could move up a gear here. Tonali, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Berbatov. Berbatov crossing. Getting up there! Against the crossbar! And he's gone looking for safety. Neither side yet able to find the net. Tonali. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's forced to go back. Messi, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself.
Avellino really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes.
He's having a hit! He's scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them.
And Messi! No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is ended up in no man's land. Now he's got space here. Oh, Su takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And that was his 20th goal for this team. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're into the second 45. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. The ball swung in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Good ball, good take. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo has it in a wide position. Has crossed into the... Oh, good climb! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Borussia Dortmund have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better?
Berbatov, he's through. Shot, surely! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2. He's in one-on-one. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Now it's Berbatov. Can he get on the end of this? Strong running down that left flank.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Berbatov. Vardiol. Good, strong midfield running here. Ah, such a clever touch. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Dani Olmo! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Borussia Dortmund, palpably stronger, better, superior. Vinicius Junior, good driving run. Oh, well measured. Great ball, and he's in here. Cross gets his head on it. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Berbatov.
That was lovely, that.
Now he's running away. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he skips past his man. And that is that. Borussia Dortmund have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Berbatov picking up the Man of the Match award. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to... Messi! It's in!
What a super start. A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Played out towards the right wing. McAllister does well to get it back. Now it's Berbatov. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ambitious ball here. Orsolini is flagged offside. And this is Messi. Now it's Berbatov. And here's Messi. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Bologna definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Berbatov. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Berbatov! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. Oh, that's nice. There's the... And he's following up! A real chance and a real let-off.
Hakimi clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
The pass has gone astray. McAllister is always looking to break lines.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Gets a good foot in there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he's straight offside. Lukumi. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. And it's Olmo. Wriggles his way through. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Borussia Dortmund takes a shot! And that's a good finish. And that for him is goal number 10.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum.
Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Juan Miranda. Pobega.
Borussia Dortmund are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Berbatov being hunted in packs.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Orsolini might just make this. Orsolini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Incoming delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Hakimi. And it's Messi. And here's Berbatov. Now it's Dani Olmo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pobega spread it left. He's onside.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Dani Olmo. Real chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, you could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Berbatov! And that would have been game, set and match. Borussia Dortmund can consider themselves just about safe now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Can he finish? Berbatov! Freuler. Here's Pobega. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Goulart, a shoo-in for one of the players of the week. There's the shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Borussia Dortmund break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi's cross. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Entella really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pace.
Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Goulart receives it in a good position here. That's going across. Oh, great leap!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And the shot! Oh, this looks sharp. Goulart. Borussia Dortmund looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Tonali. He'll try from distance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
That's the end of the first 45. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Borussia Dortmund sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So right back into the action. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, some astute defending there. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Now it's Dani Olmo. Caught offside that time. Stood up well to him there. Dani Olmo. And the return pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Borussia Dortmund with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Messi. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Arda Güler. Oh, nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! No, not quite. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And it's Messi. Hakimi, looking for the run. Quality ball. Güler. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Dani Olmo. Here it is, crossed in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Played back in. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, they can break here. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Dani Olmo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He shifted it to the flank. Güler in acres of space. Shapes to shoot! Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. There's the header! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now. Messi. Tonali. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's that, the end. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Dani Olmo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.